Hey folks, how y'all doing? Welcome to another edition of The Male Voice. Get ready because tonight is another fire show. It's about to go down. Before I introduce this illustrious cast, I think our specialist kind of fell off the line or fell off them pillows. We'll talk about that later. However, remember the views and opinions of this panel are merely that, our personal views and opinions. Our subject matter or points should not be taken as paid legal or medical advice, and we therefore bear no claims to a scheduled or a licensed consultation of any kind. I hope y'all ready because it's about to go down. Guys who are on the panel so far, everybody else is waiting around. You know him as KC Kermit Childs. Say hi to the people while you playing with that camera.
What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight?
Y'all know him as Mr. Crazy, Mr. Funny, and Mr. What do he be? Mr. Sabian Hartwell, Mr. DC, the comedian.
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up?
With his sidekick, Sebastian.
Hey, Sebastian, Kermit, your teeth is white. I can't wait to get these braces on so my teeth can look like yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go our specialist to the show. Her name is Serena Jones Dorsey. Say hi, Serena.
Hello, everyone.
She sounds so motherly, don't she? Hello. DC said you fell off your pillows.
You know what? You starting early.
DC said you fell off your pillows. Folks, we've got a great show tonight. It's going to be, wait, I got one more introduction. Oh, wait a minute. Where's he at? I see it. He'll pop up in a second. Here it is. All right,
Blue
folks,
chocolate.
boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, from the West Coast to the East Coast, put your hands together for none other than Blue Chocolate.
Blue chocolate.
Blue chocolate. Blue.
We'll explain that one.
Y'all are all children, and you need to mature your lives.
Blue chocolate, what they call it. Blue chocolate, what they call it.
Sassy chocolate, Blue.
We'll explain all this to you all another time. But we don't know where he's hiding his face at, but Blue Chocolate is in the building. Yo, we have a great show tonight. It's, I don't know what it is. Y'all tell me what it is. It is parenting through conflict and competition. Parenting through conflict and competition. So tonight, we're going to do just as we always do. We're going to be real, we're going to be raw, and we're going to give it to you just like it's supposed to give it to you. All right? All right, anybody got something to say before we start? What are you doing to Sebastian?
I'm just trying to see this as a booty hole.
So listen, I don't want no parts of
Yeah,
that.
we break.
Yeah, it seems like you should. Y'all ready for the first question?
Yes.
Wait, before we get into the first question, let's find out why Serena's here. Why do we choose her to be on the panel tonight? Somebody know? Let's hear from Serena real quick.
Oh, okay.
Give it to her.
Good evening.
Hey, hold on. If KC don't turn that radio off, it's about to
That's
go.
not me. That's John. That's Blue chocolate over there. He might need to go on mute right now. He's in the noisy area.
You about to go on
Yeah,
stage?
I am. I'm a mute.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Serena Dorsey.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Male Voice, for having me on to not only share with you, but also for me to be entertained. I'm already laughing at DC and Sebastian and you all. So I'm excited to be a part of your panel on tonight. And from my understanding, I have been asked to come on so we can discuss parenting through conflict and competition. Just so you'll know a little bit of my background, I am a mother. I have a 27-year-old daughter and a 24-year-old daughter. And then I have two bonus daughters. One is 22 and one is 14. Wow. I've been an educator for almost 30 years. And so, yeah, I've been doing this a very long time. I haven't really done anything outside of children. So that's my area. That's what I love. And it is my passion. One of the things I want to start off with is talking about the importance of children being in healthy environments. If we can keep our children in a healthy environment, we're going to look at them produce more of a quality of life, pretty much. as I watch children, as I've watched the paradigm shift, because it has shifted from where I started back in the early 90s to now. It has been a total shift. And where did that come from? Parenting. We have to own it. It came from parenting. It has not come from the schools. It has not come from the church. It came from the home. And so we have to put those things back in. So then we have to bring our children up in a more healthy environment. Does that mean two parents are in the home? Absolutely not. But the environment can still be healthy. We can have a dad at his home, a mom at her home, and they still have a healthy environment. We could have two parents in a home, healthy environment. All of that depends on the parent. And so what we want to do is produce quality lives. We want to raise children that's going to be successful, productive adults in our society. So let's see how we're going to do this tonight. What other questions?
Well,
I'm ready.
I'm so glad that you gave us that because you're going to get some work tonight. How about that? All right, let's go to the very first question of the night. I pay my child support, but every time my ex even hears I buy something new, she asks for extra money. For our kids. My new wife argues and says, no, you pay your child support. His question for the night. I question if I should question her validity since she's asking for extra money. Who want this one first?
You say if you question her who? Her virginity.
Not a virginity, her validity.
Does that mean you want to take the question first? There's a few things here that need to be discussed and talked about. One is listen, bear with me tonight, y'all. I know I keep my hands busy on everything. However, this new system that they have done doesn't allow all of the characters to go on the question. So therefore, put it and then read the rest of it.
I think I'm gonna take this right quick.
Don't take it because there's a second part to it. Okay. So here's the question in whole. Let me pull it together real quick. It says, I pay my child support, but every time my ex even hears I buy something new, she asks for extra money for our kids. My new wife argues and says, no, you pay child support so she can get the extras. He goes on to say, I pay $2,300 per month for 2 kids. It leaves me wondering if what she asked for is real or not. That came from Mr. Derrick Henry. I know you're on, Derrick, because I see you. Come on, boys, talk to him.
Listen here, Derrick. Stop putting your business. I know what you're doing. You put stuff on Facebook. You're taking pictures on Instagram. You're showing your new toy. First of all, stop all that flashing and showing what you got. Don't let her know nothing what you got. Because your second wife, the wife you married to now, she mad because this woman over here, Rashika, won't more money.
Here we go.
First of all, it's like the saying say, it's cheaper to keep her. You pay $2,000 or something a month, bro. I might ask to go back to get remarried.
Okay. All right. So we
don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't tell her nothing you're doing. Don't broadcast. Don't tell nothing.
So don't tell nothing. We're confused on this a bit because of the fact, I shared this question with a friend earlier, and her response was, the current wife, shouldn't have anything to say about the extra money. I beg to differ simply because it's money that comes out of her household. So she has the right to speak to what comes out of her household. Now, granted, $2,300 a month for 2 kids is a pretty good come up. And she's in the house watching that extra money go out of the house. And yes, she has a question that she has the right to question that. Why is she needing more? And $2,300 a month.
$2,300?
$2,300 a month. $2,300.
How old are these kids?
You know what? I've got to this week when people sent questions, when I had time, I was able to ask them some questions. So I didn't get that question answered, but
okay.
I don't know their ages. At this point, I think Mama she can question it, and I think if he's going to do it, he owes her the explanation of what he's doing.
Right.
Because it's coming out of their household.
Right.
Right.
Taking out the
You're
house.
taking out of her house, so she has a right to know and to question what's coming out of her house. It's coming out of her household. But I think, yes, I believe one of the part of his question was, should he question the validity? Yes. Because especially if he notices the pattern that it's after he gets something new or something that he gets, then she's asking for more. That's kind of questionable, because if that is a pattern that is happening, and then I would question that, but I mean, I'm all for taking care of your children. I think that you should.
Right.
I think that is absolutely, you should take care of your children. But then if she is ultimately trying to dip further in the pot because she sees you got it going on over there, that's a little bit,
But you take it.
Is that for the kids or is that for her?
That's why he said he questioned her validity. He want to know if it's real or not.
Yeah.
Where's Ursula? Is Ursula on? I'm gonna need Ursula to go get that bill real quick.
Sebastian has a bell.
That's the bell. Sebastian got a bell. Listen here. I like Kermit say, I'm all about taking care of your kids, but I'm paying $2,300 a month. I mean, that's a lot. And if they're not babies, say they teenagers, say they in high school or say in middle school or whatever. That's a lot. So every time I get something new, you quick to go talk to the judge and say, hey, oh, he got a new car. Oh, he got this new. Oh, she over there, his wife over there, she got this new. I should get this. But he's taking care of his kids. And I see if he wasn't taking care of his kids and she put the people in his life, you already got the people with the foot on his neck for $2,300. Get off of it. Because the man is doing, and I'm pretty much sure when them kids call their daddy, he giving them more.
So let's talk directly to Derek because he's on. So Derek, here's our advice. Our advice to you is to question it. Yes, question her validity of what she is needing. I didn't say stop doing it, but you have every right to question when she's asking you some money for some extra, whatever you're doing with it. Well, you have the right to ask her what you're doing with the extra money, what you need.
Right.
Or if they need shoes, I'll go buy the shoes. I don't need to send you the money to get the shoes.
Keep the receipt.
I'll go get it. I don't even need to give you a receipt. I'm paying my child support. Now I'm doing something extra than my child support, which every man should, because child support ain't really enough most of the times. But I question $2,300 is more than enough for two kids.
Right.
Is that he makes a pretty good grip. So what else we got?
Say, can you be his daddy?
And the other piece I would throw in, he decides what extras he want to do. If he wants to do something extra for them, then he has that right. It shouldn't be mandated of him to do extra with the amount that he's paying. So I wouldn't say, just because you pay child support, don't do anything else. But if you out somewhere and you see something you want to get for your kids, then you do that. But that's your decision, not because someone's saying you have to. You're already doing what you're supposed to do, and that's a lot.
Right. I agree.
She over there getting her weave done. She getting her weave done. I know she getting her hair done. I know she got some red bottoms and she getting her weave done. Derek,
you leave this lady and her weave alone. Okay, Derek, you got your answer. Let's move on. Question number 2 says, can y'all see that? Y'all can't see that, huh? Give me a minute. Bear with me. I'm producing. I'm talking. I'm doing all this other good stuff. And my iPad won't stay on. I have to keep blocking. However, number 2, my ex and I had an agreement. No legal child support as long as he pays our monthly agreement. But he promises to stop when I get in a relationship. And I know I will get less from the court. My question is, if I take him to court and they order less money, am I wrong for then giving my child less than the life we currently live?
Is she wrong for giving her child? Is that what she said?
She knows that if she starts taking him to, if she take him to court, she's going to get less money than what they've already agreed. Is she wrong for going ahead and taking him to court, to give the child less money or less living than they currently live? Does that make her a bad parent?
Look here. Okay. First of all, you went wrong by making this agreement. Because they made an agreement and the money must be here. And she already must know that if she go to court, she gonna get less money. So
That's what she said.
First of all, somebody told her, girl, just go ahead on and y'all make agreement, Rashika. Make this agreement to get X amount of dollars. Because if you go file child support, the court's gonna make him pay this amount of dollars. So she already knew she already knew. She came in the game already knew what she was gonna get paid more on agreement. And so so now she living above her means. I think she might have been living above her means. And when the court come and tell her, okay, you finna get $200, she gonna have to drop that. She gonna have to drop down. So you gonna have to make the difference because it's your fault.
Okay.
But if you and the daddy ain't seeing eye to eye, and child support ain't a bad thing. You can put the people in his life on the good part. But or you can make an agreement, but you went higher and you're living above your means. That's what I think. I think you're living above your means with this child support.
So John White says, don't mess off your for sure money for some uncertain money. So basically, the only way for her to keep this money is if she doesn't get into a relationship.
And that's my question.
Go for it.
I mean, I want clarity on what does her getting into a relationship has to do with him paying child support for his child.
That's the agreement they made. That's the agreement they made.
No. It's a control factor. That's his way of controlling her from being with somebody else.
True.
So if he's going to control her through her money, then I think she should definitely. Okay, she's anonymous, so I can't say her name, but yes, I think you should stand and take a stand and go ahead and take him to court. Get your money. Because even if you don't get with anybody, he has the right to stop paying you whenever he wants to, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Don't mess up your for sure money. Don't mess up that for sure money.
I ain't studying that.
I believe also that. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I believe also that the court, if she has some sort of record of what he has been doing for however long, that the court will take that into consideration and say, look, this is what he has been supporting us with up until this point. So that means that he's able to afford this amount of money. So therefore, to keep the children in the realm of which they're, in the lifestyle that they've already living, this is where he should continue. So, I think the court will be on her side in that regard.
Let's see what Tasha says. Tasha says, so she is expected to sacrifice her happiness. I would just file and make it happen on my own. You will not have that much control over my life. Sorry.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There you
Absolutely.
go. You got your question. Go get your man, girl. Go out there and get your boo and file child support and be done with it.
You may come out better. You never know.
You never know.
You would definitely feel better to peace of mind.
Yeah, your new baby daddy can come up with the other half and y'all be all right. Sebastian say, he there for you.
Miss Lady Dove, we thank you for watching us again. We know you come every week and we appreciate that. But she says the bottom line is he is blackmailing her in a sense. He's saying as long as she don't find love again, he will take care of his child. No.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Trish Parker, hey Trish, I ain't seen you in a while. I missed you a couple weeks. You must have been flying on jet planes. But she says, how does he know she's in a relationship with someone else? Is he not only paying off the record child support because he is still sleeping with her?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Somebody's dipping in the cookie jar. Somebody is dipping. So here's our advice for tonight. We tell you, go for it. Go get your love. Go get your boo. Go do what you do. Have your main. And let's just pray and come together on one accord that he is well enough to take care of you and your child. That way you don't have to worry about what your ex has to say or what your ex will and cannot do. So
let the church say amen.
Trish said she dipping in the cookie jar. She going back and forth.
Trish said something else in the water.
Ooh.
Lady Serena Dorsey. My ex paying child support is enough. From a male perspective, okay. Oh, sorry. But from a male perspective, how do I get him to understand his time is also needed? We have one boy and one girl. Signed, all baby mamas.
Yeah. So you want it from a male perspective, or you want me to?
Now, hey, you on the male voice tonight.
So it's communication. One thing you can't do is make him understand it. You can't make him. All you can do is communicate it. At the end of the day, either he's going to do it or he's not. It's his loss. It's his loss. As those children grow and mature, either he's going to be in their life or he's not. The children are going to be able to determine that as they grow. They'll be able to determine who was there and who wasn't. You don't even have to feed that to them. They know, they watch, they see. And so if he thinks paying child support is enough, of course we know it's not. But you can't make him do it. We can't make a man do anything. He has to realize that himself.
Okay.
What you do, all baby mamas, is you get your kids. Every time they do something, you post it on Facebook and Instagram, and make sure you have a dude behind them cheering them on too. So he can see what he's missing. And then I guarantee if you're a real man, he gonna step up to the plate and be there. Let him see he missing the football games. Let him see he missing, all the Christmas parties and everything the children are doing. And put this big old dude, you can even put Sebastian behind him. He think you and Sebastian messing around. And he'll come around. He'll come around. Start letting him see what he's missing. Start going out with the kids. You and the kids start going places, taking pictures on Instagram and Facebook and do all that. He gonna miss all that. And I guarantee you, if he's a real man, he gonna come around and say, I'm missing that. I gotta be with my kids. Look at my boy. Oh, he catching that. Oh, he can't catch that football. I gotta tell him. I gotta tell him. Look, every picture you can.
That's a terrible case. That's a terrible case, like one who would grow up without their parent in their life, then they become a pro football player, a pro basketball player, and all of a sudden here he comes. Now he's daddy and Johnny on the spot because the cameras are rolling and the lights are on. No.
Well, we're gonna flip the script. We're gonna flip the script with the question. The next question is: I refuse to include him on any decisions as long as he is not giving anything towards their financial needs. Surely all of you men don't think I'm wrong for that. And she said, say my name, Bianca Thomas. She said, say my name.
Say my name, say my name.
Honestly, Bianca, I'm going to let Serena take this one, but I'll give you a one-liner. The one-liner on that is you're not right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I totally agree. And because you don't want to slight the children because of money, and I get it. It takes money to parent them. It takes money to help take care of them. But that relationship piece that they need is very vital for their growth. Now, you can be mad at him later. Y'all can have y'all side conversations later. But I'm not one that advocates for us not allowing parents to be present because children need that. Now, as they grow up, the money is going to be off the table, but they still going to need their dad. So right. For me, I would say he needs to be, if he wants to be there, allow him to be there.
I think
we could talk about the money later.
I think even though he not there financially and stuff, I think that she should, she should let her kids, be with her, see the dad and everything else because of financial needs. I mean, come on now.
Right. Listen, I'm going to make a statement, but before I make a statement, I forgot to say, everybody who's on, would you do me a favor and in the chat real quick, just type the city that you're watching from. We're trying to see something. Type the city that you're watching from, and we appreciate that. But let me say this.
Not your zip code and area code and address. Just the city. Just the city where you're from.
Bianca, the state of Texas will allow him to take you to court for not allowing him to see his kids, whether he's paying child support or not. He can take you to court for allowing him to see the children. You're going to be mad. You're going to be upset. You're going to be pissed off. But you have to let the man see his kids. Now, you said you won't include him on any decision making because he ain't paying nothing with finances, etc. I hear you. But I would walk pretty light with that one because you can end up biting you in the backside. Right?
Yeah, then your kids get older and say, Daddy, you wasn't there, but I was trying to be there, but your mama wouldn't let me because I wasn't paying what she wanted me to pay her, blase blah. you know, and then the kids started hating you down the road later on. So I don't think you should do that. I mean, you know, we just he might be a dude that's trying. Then he might be a deadbeat, but still let him see him.
Gotta let them see him. The kids need that part in their lives.
Absolutely.
Move to the next question. Next question is, all right, I gotta read this one from an iPad. Somebody know how to make this iPad stop going off? Anyway, I have reached out to my ex several times, asking him to help discipline our 2 teenage boys. They're 14 and 16. He refuses, saying it's too late now. That they are teenagers. I admit I overprotected them when they were small kids because he always had a really bad temper, but they need him now. Who want that one? They need him now. She's always protected them because they were.
So when she said, is this person on? I'm not sure. But when she says protected, when she says protected them, does that mean she didn't allow him to discipline them? Does that mean he didn't have any say? It's going to be very hard now. It's going to be hard for them as well to even accept that from him.
Okay. She said because he had a bad temper. She called herself protecting them when they were younger. Right. He had a bad temper.
Is the temper gone?
They need counseling. He need counseling. And she need counseling. And the belt can come out still. The belt can still come out. The belt can come out till you 21. That belt can come out.
Listen, I'm 45 and Martha still throw hands, so they ain't got nothing to do with it.
That belt, it's never too late. It's never too late.
It's never too late.
It's never too late. You're gonna have to stop doing what you're doing and let him step in a little bit, and you want to step in too. You know, he ain't. I hope he ain't. Temple ain't gonna let him choke him or whatever. But if you choke him, they might need choking.
Start with a conversation.
And a good conversation.
It definitely starts with a conversation.
Start with a conversation.
Yeah, a conversation.
Let's be sure that the conversation is a one-on-one between you and him, not including the kids on us. You have to own it. It's like you told us. You admit that you overprotected them. Absolutely. When you're speaking to him, you're going to have to own it. That I know what I did in the past, and I can now. I'm sorry. Here come. I can now admit that I should have handled things differently, and go ahead and say, "But I need you now."
However,
your kids, I need you
now. I think also, Mike, really quick, once they have that one-on-one conversation, there needs to be a conversation that includes the children. The children need to hear that as well. They need to understand the dynamic and the transition that's about to happen and why. You know, this is what's about to happen now, so they'll know. They won't be shocked.
Yes, no shock.
What has happened is a lot of kids or parents, you know, you are a parent and you tell your child and he can't whoop you, he can't do this, you're ruining that child because that person may not be out to hurt them, but now you're going back to say, hey, okay, it's okay if you whoop them now. That's going to be an issue. That poses a problem. Max says she is going to have a conversation with the father and own her mistakes. Didn't I just said that?
Yes, we just said that.
Yeah.
Here's Ursula. My she in the past when she was overprotecting them. I would think so. That's a good question to ask her. Why don't you inbox me or tell me the answer to that question? Did you spare the rod when you were protecting them from your ex? Did you handle business with them? That's because it seems to me that if you handled business with them, you should be able to keep them in mind now. How you raise them up is how they go. Okay, there go blue chocolate, y'all. I mean, there go John, y'all.
I can't hear.
Okay. We're moving on. I'm moving fast on purpose, y'all. I've got a couple questions in the end that we've got to really put some time into. Is this debate. Settle this debate. Wait. Settle this debate. After many debates, my husband won't allow our daughter on the dance team because of her outfit. She dances really, really well, and she loves it. Her question is, how do I promote her dreams and not make my husband mad at the same time?
Wait. Sebastian was taking his clothes off. I had to put his shirt back on.
Well,
got out his shirt. I had to put his shirt back on.
We're not studying Sebastian. That's Sebastian. Who wants that one? Who wants that question? Serena, you want to take a stab at it? You the specialist. How do you get the man to say, okay, she can dance, but he's watching those skimpy outfits and he's thinking, nah, I don't want her wearing all that with all the unmentionable hanging out. Unmentionable hanging out.
I mean, I get that from the dad. There may be other avenues. If mom is willing to compromise, there may be some other avenues. There are dance schools. There, other things that she can partake in, to push her dreams. It doesn't have to be on the school dance team because they do dress a little skimpy. But there are dance schools that she can, be a part of and still, push her dream. And, again, conversation. I don't know
I think she'll just be the mascot.
the rule around the
I was a
house.
mascot.
I'm sure you were. But is there an alternative? Ask dad that. Can we compromise on this? This is her passion, something she really loves. She can be really great. We don't want to kill the dream that she has. So what about alternative dance schools that she may be a part of? Can we do that? That would be my first step.
But she really says choose a more conservative dance team. She also says let her dance at church. She don't want dance.
I thought about liturgical, but I wasn't sure,
But I mean, because I would question what type of dance is being done. What if it's just something like she said, like Serena said, like if it's just school dance team that really is not quote unquote taking you anywhere, it's just something to do to have fun. That's a little different. Now, if she's going to take ballet, jazz, tap, something that is something that she can really take into her future, then okay, let's talk about that, because then that's a little different. Their outfits are going to be more fitting to whatever the genre of music is. But if it's just something that they dancing to some hip hop and
hey, I agree with
working,
just dance at church.
Dad,
and they just twerking and stuff, then that's a whole nother. Men
and women are going to be split on this. The women are going to say, "Let the baby dance," and the men say, "Not when she ain't got no clothes on."
I'm gonna say let her dance. No, listen.
What if that was your son in them tights?
Let the dad go to the school.
Answer the question.
The sky's the limit. That's scholarship money right there, partner. Then you gotta think about that. You throw that stuff in there. Hey, baby, she can be on a dance team. She can get a scholarship to X amount of college where you ain't gotta pay for it. It's scholarship money in dancing. I was a cheerleader and a doggone mascot, so I know all the whole nine.
I'm glad you finished that. You know all the whole nine. I'm glad you finished that.
Yeah, so let her dance because it's a way of her. It's a way for her to go to college. Ain't nothing wrong with the girl on the dance team.
Okay, let's move, y'all, because I got two hot questions we got to give answers to. Number 7 says this. It says, I know my ex watches this show, so will y'all please do a show on just how to be a man? Lamonia K. So I responded to Lamonia and I asked her, how do you know he watched the show? She says, I've seen him on. I asked her, why do you care? She said, we have a kid together and he needs it. So
that sounds like a Mike question.
I took offense to her saying do a show just for him. So I was wondering, one, how do you know he watched the show? And 2, why do you care what type of man he is unless y'all still dipping and tapping and all this other kind of stuff? So her responses are there as you see it below. DC, this question is just for you. Do a show just for the man on how to be a man. Why she want this?
Dude, he must need some help or something. He don't know. He don't know how to be a man.
He was man enough to give her that baby.
Thank you. I mean,
anyway, I put this question on here because we're nice and we say we answer all the questions. We're
just
not
keep watching the show
here on this particular question because I have a couple more that I've got to get to. So
keep watching the show.
You answered your question. If not, you can write back in or you can let me know and we'll get some more detail from you.
You can call too.
You can call too. Here's a question. Question number 8. When my children come over on the weekends, they always have a new stories of how my ex and her new dude have fights and arguments. How do I get them out of that situation?
You don't. You just wait till come next weekend to hear the fight. You just wait to listen. I just sit there. They're gonna be here in a few minutes. They got a good fight today. You can't do nothing about it.
How do you get them out of that situation?
You either
When they
file
say
for
out, do
custody.
they mean move them out the home?
I'm assuming he's saying move
Yeah.
them out of the home because he can't change the situation in somebody else's house.
Do you
Right.
want custody?
I mean, that would be court.
Go to court.
Court
Court.
is the answer.
If
Court
not,
is the answer.
go to court.
Yeah,
Court.
court is the answer.
Mhm.
And therefore, you probably still can't change how her household is run unless you have everything documented. And if
Right.
are not being hurt, and it's hard to say they're not good parents because they have disagreements. At the same time, how can you define what a fight or an argument is? Everybody have arguments. I have arguments with myself, and I live by myself. Everybody.
Who wins?
You just confirmed the question I had.
Yeah,
He
crazy.
winning. What you got, Serena?
I said you just confirmed the question I had. But yes, that situation is court. I mean, the only other thing I would do with that is maybe have a conversation, with mom. I'm all about conversation. Let her know, this is what they're bringing to me. I'm not trying to get in your business or tell you how to run your house, but this is what the children are telling me. And I would just leave it at that. But court is the answer.
Yeah,
This
Serena,
is
Serena, your answer tonight all been about conversation. You're a conversation person.
I
Yes,
am.
You got to say conversation.
So what is there a threat in there that maybe y'all need to calm down, or I'm going to report it to the court? Is there a threat, or is there an insinuation or something, or is it just a conversation?
Long as you ain't putting your hands on my kids.
Okay. All right. So we're making good time because I need time for these last two questions. I'm gonna tell you, I really do. Let's move to this question right here. It says, I do not, you see the capital letters, want kids. My does. She says, I know you'll say we should have talked about this before marriage, and
Yes.
we did. He now all of a sudden refuses to wear a condom, saying they ruin his experience.
Yeah.
So I deny him sex for fear of getting pregnant, cheating, or is going to. And I secretly want to get on birth control. What do I do? I responded to this question. I'm going to read the question again before I give you the responses I got.
I'm ready.
Starts over. I do not, capital letters, want kids. My husband does. Notice he's saying husband, not boyfriend. My husband does. I know you'll say we should have talked about this before marriage, and we did. He all of a sudden refuses to wear a condom, which obviously they were before. He refuses to wear a condom, saying they ruin his experience. So I deny him sex for fear of getting pregnant, cheating, or going to cheat. And I secretly want to get on birth control. What should I do? I posed a question to her. What about the shot? I'm 26 and I'm allergic to the shot. I said, do you think it's fair to secretly get on birth control? I said, birth control or condoms are not 100%. I also said, have you read scripture that body doesn't even belong to you right now? It's his. There's no detail to that. However, that was the gist of it. Taking a stab at this.
Okay. Am I going first all the time? Because these questions got me going. This right here. Now, she said,
IUD. I was going to
we
think about that.
talked about it. Okay. So, Mike, you just say apparently they started wearing condoms and he refused to wear them because of the experience. Man, I'm confused, dog. Because me, if I want kids and you can't, and then we talked about it and you say you don't want kids and
That's
I say I
it.
want kids, I'm not marrying you.
That's it.
That's a deal breaker. I mean,
Well, they already married. They already married.
Right.
We're past that point now.
Right.
We're past that point and they are married.
Y'all need Jesus.
What's the
Y'all need a
compromise?
whole lot of confidence and prayer. Because I'm telling you, y'all some selfish people or something going on. I can't.
What makes them selfish?
No, I ain't
What
talking
makes
about
them
it.
selfish?
I'm drinking.
Loretta
Well,
says refusing sex is not the answer. It opens the door to many other things. Anita said, tell me something. Why did you get married?
Thank you.
She got married because he said he didn't want kids.
Was that my mama?
What's your mama?
No,
But
he
then
said he
changed his
wanted.
mind.
They both said they wanted kids.
No.
No,
She said
they
she didn't
both
want
said they
kids.
wanted kids, but now she has
No.
said she doesn't.
No.
She never wanted
she
kids.
started out with "I do not" in capital letters. I do not want kids.
And they
My
talked
husband
about it.
does. And she says, I know you're going to say we should have talked about this before marriage, and we did. He now all of a sudden refuses to wear a condom. So
Oh,
he
trying
was
to go
wearing
back.
a condom.
He's trying to go back to his 18, 17 years old and slip
DC,
one in
I'm gonna say, yeah, it's me. So you better act right.
No, that ain't my mom. Oh, that is my mama. Get off of here. What you doing out here? Don't you leave that damn comment. Never mind. You done. That was it. Yeah.
So, okay.
okay. So yeah, that was a huge. Children are huge, and the fact that you guys didn't agree on children starting out, you came in this ready for a battle, because if you started out saying you didn't want kids and y'all already talked about the fact that you didn't want kids, you know,
She believed what he said. And he was playing the role because he was wearing condoms while they were engaged or what have you.
When condoms while you married? Ooh, that's nasty.
No, he was wearing condoms while they were dating and engaged. When he got married, he said, the same experience that he's been doing, he says, condoms ruined my experience all of a sudden. So now he's trying to go in and go ahead and have baby. Anissa says maybe he thought he could change her mind. That should have been a deal breaker. Trish says they need to go to marital counseling and revisit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, y'all need
until then, she needs to see her gynecologist for the best option of birth control until an agreement is reached. But Trish, he's not going to agree to no birth control, and I don't propose she secretly does it. Hey, you lady, it's good to see you this week.
I definitely agree with the counseling, because if this was our agreement from the beginning, then I need you to stick with the agreement. My mind has not changed. This was our agreement.
So how do we tell her? How does she handle this question? First off, does she secretly get on birth control to take the shot, get the IUD or whatever else?
No secret.
I wouldn't secretly do it. If I'm gonna do it, he would know.
But it's not as in a way of let's make this agreement. It's I'm getting on birth control.
Yes.
So then, okay, hey, what? I mean, he switched.
Here we go. I would have a conversation and say, this is my plan. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. You know, you don't want to wear a condom, then this is what I'm going to do, because I still don't want kids. So I'm going to get on birth control.
I did ask her, why does she not want kids? And she said she just thinks she's too young. She says she wants to have kids when she's about 30. She's 26.
That's fair.
Well, they just need to discuss that. That doesn't mean that they can't have kids. That she's just not ready now. So that's
fair.
Some good communication and counseling, if need be, can solve that problem. We're still gonna get kids eventually. You know, everybody's gonna be happy eventually. But right now, I'm not ready for kids. You know,
but when she turned 30, she can change her mind and say 35,
okay.
40.
All right. Everybody take one last stab at this one. Then we're going to move to the next one, because this next one is, I can tell you this next person is on the line waiting for an answer. So
tell him to put a tab in, just 2 pumps and pull out. That's it. You get 2 pumps tonight and pull out. 2 pumps.
I cannot.
That's how all 3 of my kids come right now. Just real
quick. When I see him, I'm just say, "Oh, pull out." 2 pumps.
Just 2 pumps. Let me get the head in and pull out. That's all I'm gonna do.
2 pumps, and you got a baby.
All 3 of them.
Girl, right?
All 3 of them.
She just needs to let him know that's what she's gonna do.
Trish Parker says she needs to discuss using birth control with her husband instead of abstaining or withholding sex from her husband. Marlena says if he doesn't have to agree with her getting on birth control, he agreed not to have kids. And until he agreed to something else, he needs to suck it up. Mia says, and while she is communicating to him, make sure he is comprehending what she is telling him. Okay.
They all came up in that joker. That whole thing was that whole thing tainted. That whole thing. I'm gonna take a drink on that one.
Yeah, you might need to take a drink.
That's all.
Here we go. This question, it was so lengthy, I had to just type it as secret life, fake email. Let me read it to you. Please wait till I read it all because it's lengthy.
It's long.
Somebody say ready. Ready?
Ready.
She said, I created a whole fake email just to ask this question. So male voice panel, please take me serious and help me. I am a very feminine, attractive woman, and I choose to secretly live an alternative lifestyle. I do date men for the sole purpose of my children seeing me dating what I consider healthy. However, I am starting to see lesbian traits in two of my daughters. I have 4 kids, three girls and 1 boy. And in capital letters, I do not want them in this lifestyle. Again, before I give you her questions. Created a whole fake email just to ask this question. So male voice panel, take me serious and help me. I am a very feminine, attractive woman, and I choose to secretly live an alternative lifestyle. I do date men for the sole purpose of my children seeing me dating what I consider is healthy. However, I'm starting to see lesbian traits in 2 of my daughters. I have 4 kids, 3 girls, 1 boy, and I do not want them in this lifestyle. So, 1, do I just live my life and let them see me date who I really like? How do I teach them to not do what I do? 3, if the decision is to live my life, how then do I break the news to them, my family, and coworkers, etc.? Here's the killer. My ex and I publicly divorced because I caught him with a man.
Ooh.
And now I date women. I feel like my kids are destined for the LGBT community.
Well, first of all, don't put that on your kids. They might not be going. They not going away. Don't put that on your kids and say they destined for the LGBT community. They not going that way. I can say that all about that one.
I know one thing I want to say about it is we don't ever want to say one thing and do something else. We don't ever want to model something, that we really don't believe. If we're gonna be honest, we got to be honest. But we can't say, this is what I'm doing, but I really don't believe it, or I'm doing this, but I'm secretly doing this. That's too much work.
Yeah.
But you have to model what you want them to see and be. They may not say anything, but they're watching. I don't know how old the children are, but they watch, they pick up. And so, be who you are. Be who you are.
On that note, be who you are.
If that's what you don't want for them, then we may have to switch up with what we're doing. If you truly want them to have this healthy way of living, as you call it, do not want them to go down this path, then that's the kind of life they need to see, and they need to see that consistently.
Right.
So Marina has a very good point. She says she needs therapy to sort out her life and truths before she can teach her children how to sort out their lives.
Right.
Says model the behavior you want to see in your children. That's a sketchy line there when you say model the behavior, because she just may be modeling, and not, which is what's going on. She's modeling.
Okay.
Just modeling. Put on, taking off.
Can I say something? Okay. Yeah. She started off saying that she dates men for the sole purpose of her children seeing her date what she considers healthy.
Right.
So therefore, she's conflicted in a lot of ways, because if she deems that a heterosexual relationship is healthy, then what she is doing in her mind and in her conscience is unhealthy.
Absolutely.
You know, so therefore, if you're doing something that's unhealthy, you need to seek help to get healthy. Because you know, or you obviously have a feeling or a sense or a spiritual idea or belief that what you're doing is not right.
Right.
So therefore, if what you're doing is not right in your mind and it is not right, then you need to work on finding ways of getting counseling, getting help, getting healing, figuring out the source of where you are, because ultimately, from a spiritual standpoint, you can model whatever you want to model in front of your children. But I've heard it like this growing up: more is caught than taught. So you can try to teach all kinds of things. You can teach me to do this and teach me to do that, but we are spiritual beings mastering a natural experience. So therefore, I'm going to catch on to spiritual things and things that are not seen and said quicker than I will what you say out of your mouth. So if the atmosphere, whatever your spirit, whatever you are exuding from yourself, whether you modeling, acting, or whatever, it's still going to reflect on your children, because it's just like this. And I don't want to get too deep, but to be just as plain, just like you inherit your father's eyes and your mother's hair and this one's hips and all of these things, you inherit natural things that pass down from generation to generation. So can you inherit spiritual things. That's why you would see, there's people that never knew their mom, and their mom was a drug addict, and they wonder why they start struggling with drugs. Right. They never even had a relationship with their mom, but they're struggling with drugs or struggling with drinking.
That's what my wife said, generation curse.
It's a generational curse. It passes on. Yeah. So no matter.
I want to point out something else. I want to point out that if what you're seeing, that door, because we talked about this in our group chat. We talked about this one. The fact that spirit probably came in with the father before y'all divorced. And him being the head. Here's the other thing. I cut that off, but here's the other thing. When did you start dibbling in what you call an alternative lifestyle? Were you already in an alternative lifestyle, but being married just for show? Did you, when you caught him doing it, you thought it was okay? Did you get lonely and decide to reach out to somebody who was easy or what have you? All those things play a part, because in order to kill that thing, you got to go to where it initiated from.
Right.
You got to go to the root.
You got to go to the root to make that thing stop. You're not going to be able to do it living a double lifestyle.
And that husband
just because they don't see you with the women you date doesn't mean that they don't know that you date. It may come out in your characteristics. It may come out in something that you do. They may hear you on the phone in there doing whatever you do. You can never hide too much stuff from them kids. You just can't do it.
Someone else could see it. Smart. And children talk.
Right.
Children talk.
Right.
Definitely.
And they're more sensitive to things than you think they are. They are more sensitive to atmosphere and sensitive to things than you think they are. Because again, as I reiterate, we are spiritual beings. Just like we can feel when we come into a certain room that something ain't right in this room, or the atmosphere ain't right. Why? Because we're spiritual beings, and we can tell when something is off and something's not right, or somebody doesn't have to say it. They can be smiling in our face, but we can feel some negative energy because same way, your children can sense and feel, and guess what? Spirits travel. Things, they do travel. You could be having a wonderful day and come in a room with people who are in a terrible mood, and next thing you know, you aggravate. But you were good when you came in, because spirits travel, and if you don't have the power, just as children are not as spiritually strong to handle certain things, they're more susceptible to whatever because they're sponges right now. They're more susceptible to whatever's in the atmosphere and whatever throws off. So I would say you need to get some spiritual help, some counseling, especially since you already feel like it's not healthy. You didn't say anything about the fact that you felt like
It's
it
the right
wasn't
thing.
society didn't accept it. We
Yeah.
know that's not the problem. You already personally feel like this is not a healthy lifestyle and this is not something I want my children to do.
She
So
know.
therefore, mama, you got to get yourself together.
Yep. She know.
Here's what I'm writing because I wanted to make sure I remembered it when you stopped. My question to you is, and I should have asked you this via email, but here's my question: why did you divorce your ex and then turn around and do why you divorced him?
Yes.
Is one sin greater than the other?
Right.
Oh,
That's my question. What makes you feel like it's not okay for him, but it's okay for you?
Yes.
That's
So
not
she-
right. That's not fair. If it's
So
wrong for him, I
Yeah.
think John said the other day. John said, I can't remember what he said, but I just thought about it. But you don't have the right to choose which sin is more or less than the other, because you're doing the exact same thing that you divorced him for.
Yeah.
That's not right either. Let's address your questions directly. Your question number one is, do I just live my life and let them see me date what I really like?
We got quiet.
Yeah.
I say because she's already conflicted in that, just the answer to that would be no. The answer would be, for me, would be go and get some help before you because on one end, fleshly you like it, but spiritually you don't. So emotionally and spiritually you don't, but fleshly you like it. That's just like me. If I don't have, but if I had issues with sugar and diabetes, my flesh likes ice cream and candy and cookies, but
Me too.
I know naturally I don't need that, or because it's going to affect me negatively. So I got to make the choice that regardless to me craving some cookies, I got to get some help to make some right choices.
And we're not gonna tell you on this end just to go ahead on and live your life and be with the woman. Let your kids see that. No, I'm not gonna say it because you gotta
I want to do
help.
this. I wish I had her information. If Jamie, if you're still on, would you put mom's information in the chat so I can share it with this young lady? She is a counselor. She is a good counselor. She counseled me before, so I would definitely suggest you give her a call because she needs to work through some things. Her name is Cheryl Ivory.
You had some
and
problems with your life, Mike?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I almost said, well, let me say it like I want to say, hell yeah. Yeah, I've gone to counseling before, and she is amazing.
What kind of counseling you went to?
I was
I need to call her.
I was on Pimp Anonymous. She had to help me. She had to help me get rid of these hoes. Now,
Pimp down.
oh man, I'm playing. And I agree with Ursula. Ursula is saying, I don't think she needs to be in a relationship because the more people who get involved, the more people will get hurt. In other words,
Right.
sit your tail down somewhere, as the old folk used to say. Sit down.
Right now, she needs to sort out where she's at conflicting. And even though she may say, number one, let me just live my life and do what I like, but you're conflicted in doing that. So, and what if you jump into that, do that, and realize, you know what, this is really not what I want to live. This is really not the right choice. But now you put it in front of your kids.
Right.
Now you put it out there. And they're looking, and they're confused.
They're confused, but that goes to question number 2. How do I teach them to not do what I do?
By not doing
doing
it.
the right thing. Don't
By
do
not
it.
doing it.
That's
That's the only way. There's only
By
one way.
not doing it.
The way.
That's it.
Question
You can't
number
cuss.
3.
You can't cuss and then tell me not to cuss.
Absolutely.
They say I'm in rehab.
Question number 3. If the decision is to live my life, how do I break the news to them, to my family, etc.?
So now you want to go tell them you want to live your life now. First, try to get
Right,
help.
she's
Then
very
you say
confused.
forget it if you want to live your life. So if you made up your mind that you don't want help, you just want to be with a woman, then that's what you're going to do. You're going to have to face the consequences of what's going to happen after that. Because it's going to be a consequence. Huh?
There is going to be some fallout.
Yeah, so now if
I'm
you
not
sit here,
understanding.
if we telling you, hey, go do counseling, don't let the kids see you do this and try to live a right life, but then you say, but I want to live that life, go live it and be prepared for the consequences and the big fallout. That's it.
Let me tell you this. The other thing is, I don't like the fact that you gave me this information at the last of the email. I think you started with this information because this has a lot of weight. She closed the email by saying, my ex and I publicly divorced because I caught him with a man and now I date women. Here's my problem. I feel like my kids are destined for the LGBT community.
Why you say that?
Here's what I'm saying. Sweetheart, I don't care if they orange, purple, neon, brown, or black. God loves everybody. He loves everybody. He hates the sin. So for you to put that weight on them that they're destined for LGBT community, so you're speaking that over their lives. You have to watch the words that you speak over your children. Even if you are in a certain state, you have to watch the words that you speak over your children. So be sure that you speak the words and pray the words of what you want. It's okay to say, okay, God, I'm messed up, but will you protect my children? I just start thinking of that and not think of, or as the old people say, stop damning them to certain places. Stop doing them like that. They're destined for BT. I just saw Ernissa say the power has tongue. It absolutely.
Life and death is in the power of the tongue. And destined is heavy. Destined is final. You know, when you use the word destined, that's a final spot. That's a final place. And so I agree. You don't want to place them there. And she can also get The Power of a Praying Parent, that book, The Power of a Praying Parent, and begin to pray over them.
And pray yourself. You can pray of yourself. The power of a praying person. Pray of yourself. That's a new book out there. That's a new book. Ain't on the shelf yet, but it's a new prayer of yourself. Get that book, the Bible.
Absolutely.
Stop telling your kids it's destined to be. They ain't trying to do that. They might not try because they got friends and hanging and five and whatever. They ain't doing that. Stop talking to kids. Yeah, shoot, you might make me cuss.
I don't think she's saying it to them, but she's putting it out there in her mind. It's in her mind. And sometimes we don't realize we put certain things in the atmosphere. And you know, I shared something on Sunday, you know, that the devil doesn't really know your business. He don't really know where you're headed. All he knows is what you say. All he knows is what you say, what you read, and what you look at. So if your problem, whatever your problems are, unless you voice them and keep voicing them and bringing attention to it, there's no power in that area until you know. So you have to speak what you want. You have to pray for what you believe, pray what you believe and what you desire to see in your children and in your own life, and seek help, because you can't do it by yourself. If you could do it by yourself, you'd have done it by now.
You would have done it by now. Well, folks, we appreciate you all hanging with us again. I know somebody don't like it, but the time is after 8:30. We've had a great show and some great topics. I really appreciate my sister from another mother. She's older than me, but she's smaller than me. So I'm still the big brother.
Sebastian is bigger than her. They say Sebastian.
Yeah, Sebastian is bigger than her.
Me and you, DC. Me and you.
Sebastian is
me and you, DC.
You can't handle Sebastian.
Listen, don't worry about him. Don't worry about him, Serena. His wife is your height. So he did 20-something years. But Ursula don't play. I love you, Ursula. I love you. So check this out.
Ursula, can you choke him tonight for me one time? Just choke him one time.
Watch out now. Watch out. That's another segment.
Oh, he likes choking.
He likes choking. Don't get me started. Look, for Sebastian. Here's Sebastian. Listen, folks, check this out real quick. Don't go nowhere because we'll be right back.
a lot of stuff goes on, and we need to have a little family meeting. 7:30 Monday night. 7:30 Monday night. Is that all right? 7:30 Monday night. Don't worry. I'm not going to tell y'all business. But I'm going to tell you some business. Monday night, 7:30. That all right? Hear from you soon. Monday night, 7:30. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, on Monday night,
7:30
of the week of Thanksgiving, we are going to do our show on Monday night because we recognize that some of y'all will be cooking and all the other kind of stuff that you need to do. So we're going to come together. We're going to be together. So this show is going to be a little extra loony. We always have a great time when we're in the same spot. So this show Monday night. So don't come back next Thursday. We'll run a replay on next Thursday. However, Monday night for the live show, same time, 7:30. We'll be in the same place. We'll be enjoying ourselves, celebrating what we're thankful for. We're going to have a family meeting on Monday night. A family meeting. We're going to talk about some stuff that y'all keep hearing. We're going to talk about some stuff. All right. So Monday at 7:30. I see you, Trish. I appreciate that. So if you like the show, be sure that you have shared the show. You've got to share the show. Share the show. Tell people about it. We do this every Thursday night at 7:30. However, this week we're going to do Monday at 7:30. Everybody got Monday at 7:30?
Say Monday at 7:30. Touch your neighbor. Say neighbor. Monday, 7:30.
Yes. Central Standard Time, as Mother Jones reminded me. Central Standard Time, 7:30 Central Standard Time. Come back. We'll have another good show. We'll have a family meeting. You're going to laugh. You're going to have some fun. You'll like the cane. Check this out. Before we go, DC, what you got going on, man?
Me and Sebastian don't got nothing going on right now. Just, hey, we going to just be there 7:30 Monday. I got a new segment. 10 things that you bet not do at Thanksgiving dinner. That's my segment. Wow. I'm going to give you 10 things that you bet not do at Thanksgiving.
You bet not do.
So see us 7:30, as Mama said, 7:30, and she started coughing, Monday, 7:30.
Monday at 7:30. Hey, Mr. Fashion's child. Hey, man, you got to make me something. I ain't had nothing from you in a long time.
All right. What you want, man? We hook you up with bow tie or something, you know.
Yeah, we need a male voice bow tie. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, look at Casey. DC loves everything male voice. We got to get a male voice bow tie. What you got, Doc? Close them out.
Man, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Of course, please continue to share the page, share the post. Thank you for your input. Thank you for your questions. Keep them coming. We keep them coming. We want to be able to bring you relevant topics. We want to be able to answer. We want to be able to be helped. And we want to have some fun, but we thank God for you. Thank you for being a part of the show, and thank you for having us in your living room, in your car, on your phone, at your house with you every Thursday night at 7:30.
Hold on, quick. Hold on. Don't forget. Get your male voice merchandise.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot that. You right.
$sign the male voice.
$sign the male voice.
Serena, don't you be shaking your head. We got it. We've got it. Don't worry, we've got it. Close us out with. Oh, tell us about the book and how we can get it.
Yes. Again, thank you all, Male Voice, for having me on. It has been a pleasure. I have had a great time being on here with you. I hope we were able to answer everyone's questions. Yes, I have a book coming out next week. It's called Passion for Parents. Wow. I'm very passionate about parents. I'm very passionate about changing our culture, bringing our village back, bringing our families back. And so actually, I will have a hard copy in my hand on tomorrow. and the book will be available on Amazon next week. Also, go to my page. I am the CEO of Wise Learning Connections. You can go to
I'm not
Facebook,
wise.
like
Spell that for me.
Wise, W-I-S-E, Wise Learning Connections.
I got it.
Yes, go to my page, like the page, and the information is there. You can Cash App WLCE3 and order your Passion for Parents book. It is $20. I will ship it out to you. You can also go to my personal page, Serena Jones Dorsey, and reach out to me. I would love to share with all of you. But yes, the book will be out next week. Next week, Passion for Parents. Buy it as gifts. Christmas stocking stuffers and all those good things. You know, we got to bring our parents back into the right mindset and bring our children back and families back. And it starts at home.
So my boys are 20 and 22. Is the book good?
I have a chapter in there, parenting adults.
Parenting adults.
Yes.
What if I have a really good friend, probably about 48, 49, and he needs some parenting? Will that help?
It'll help him too.
Okay, because he has this little friend that he carries around with him.
Yes, it'll help him too. It's even a prayer. It's even a prayer back there in the back that you can pray for him.
Okay.
He got a burp.
Oh Lord. So listen, we thank you for being on with us. We know we can be a little bit off the chart sometimes, but we thank you. We appreciate you, and we're definitely gonna have you back because you spoke some truth to us tonight. And with you and what's our spark guy name? You and Jeremiah. Good Lord, we're gonna learn something tonight.
Right.
We'll have you on.
You're gonna learn something.
Yeah, we're gonna learn something. So people are saying that they got their book ordered already.
Wow. Wow.
I'm gonna jump
great.
on. I'm not gonna jump on. I'm just gonna cash app you and put in order 2 of them, and I'm gonna give them away.
Awesome.
Tonight.
Wow.
And your book will be autographed when you get it.
Don't write it.
Oh Lord, it's gonna be autographed.
Listen.
I'm gonna put 2 Sebastian.
Yeah. That's what you do.
He say thank you.
Listen, folks, thank you again for joining the show. We appreciate you every week that you check us out because we always have something to say. Now, look, y'all be our friends now. Don't y'all wait till we get on Prime Network. Then somebody I remember you.
Yes.
Real shiesty. So
right.
Friends now. Make sure you share the post, you share the broadcast. It will come on. It's always on our page. If you want to refer somebody to the page so they can go back and watch it, you can always do that as well. There is another show Monday night. I'm excited about it. We're going to have some fun with the family meeting. All right. Everybody should be on point. Anything else, guys and lady?
That's it.
That's it. We're 15 minutes past our time. I ain't going to be like the Baptist preacher. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Y'all have a good night.
Getting ready to close up.
Good night.